Hi, I'm Joshua Hayward. Thanks for tuning into this video. And today the topic is going to be changing reality. But first, my website is Dynamic Mind, creativeheart.com. You can email me at josh@dynamicmindcreativeheart.com. And get onto our Facebook page, Dynamic Mind Creative Heart Facebook page, and like us because it's nice to like people. And we like that. So, all right, getting back to the topic, changing reality. We've got some fantastic opportunity in the next few months moving into through this fall and winter and on into spring and summer, where we've got some unbelievably intense opportunity for change. And so I wanted to talk about change, and our reality is seemingly shifting. It's changing all the time, but it's speeding up right now. People are going about doing things, and sort of they're thinking that reality is changing, but they keep on doing the same things, and just kind of like, okay, well, I'm just going about my life, which is, I guess, all you can do in a way, right? So, uh, but so if we're getting a substrata change and events are moving beyond our control so intensely and so crazily now in such a polarized fashion, how do we keep up and live a grounded, centered grounded, centered lives, with all that substrata of change? If the earth is shaking underneath us, how do we maintain a position of power and our own certainty and the right to go ahead and manifest our lives with love and through the third metric in terms of happiness and being empowered, being able to be happy and healthy, and more conscious and growing and things like that. So how do we do that? And well, I would, of course, I'm going to say meditation because that's what I teach, and this is what I'm trying to disseminate. A lot of information about how we can empower ourselves through meditation. But getting back to the whole thing, change is happening, and so how do we maintain our stasis amidst all of this stuff going on? And so most spiritual work that I see, people are doing spiritual practices, tapping and chanting and whatever, and it's most of it, it's about changing our external circumstances, so we'll have more, and because we're an ownership society, and if we have more, then that's going to calm us down and we're going to have a better quality of life. Well, I just don't see that happening so much. I think that if we have the same perspective, even if we change our circumstances, we're still living the same kind of life. And as long as we're seeking stability and empowerment from outside in, I don't see that real change is happening, and I don't see reality as happening either. I don't see change. I see things going the same, and I see reality being the same. Now, reality is up for grabs in a way. I think we all have our individual perceptions about reality and what that is, and we do have collective group perspectives than people that band together and see reality from a certain perspective, religions and governments and things like that, and families and individuals. So what is reality? Well, we can't really say this is what reality is. We can talk about, all of us can talk about what our experience of reality. This is how I perceive reality. This is how I perceive my life. Okay, so reality is something that we're experiencing as we put out creative energy from creative spirit moving through our lives from the quantum fields, quantum field and through those energy currents coming through us. And we have a causal effect, and so we're creating something. But reality is just something that we're experiencing about what we're putting out. So changing reality has to do with changing what we're putting out, changing how we think about ourselves, how we feel about ourselves, how we feel about our lives, and how these bodies and our energy fields are vessels of our experience that move through that. And so that change happens when we perceive ourselves being different. And so I think that instead of, focusing on trying to get more cars and things like that, and that's well and good, but if you want to get really true change, it's changing your own perspective about who you are and about what the earth is and how we're experiencing the earth, and to have more inclusive perspectives about what's going on. I think the pain comes from exclusivity, and people looking at other people from a separatist point of view and not being connected and blaming and projecting the wrong on things that are outside of us. That's what's painful in life, and the ultimate of that leads to war even. But so to be more inclusive, feel better about who we are, about other people, and we're able to merge, and then we can get real, true qualitative change on the planet. One of the biggest problems is overpopulation. And there's so many more people, when we're crammed in more and more, we don't have the energetic free space, it seems like, anymore. And so we're always striving to own our own energy, whether we know that we're doing that or not. So it's kind of difficult when things are amping up in the quality. There's a quantitative shift in terms of there's more people, there's more stuff going on, there's more technology. Okay, so to sum up, let's go back a little bit and say that change is more about being able to go inside and process and to forgive and to be kinder to yourself and to sort of call out those perspectives that are projections from other people, neutralize them through acceptance, and begin to choose other ways of seeing the world and looking at the world, and way to feel about yourself and feel about your own experience. So that's how we change reality, I think. When we're looking at the things that are going on in this country, and we've got tremendous opportunity for change, because what we're seeing is infrastructure complete failure. When you look at the government, especially, and the transits that are coming up to the United States, especially coming May in 2014, I can tell you that what we're going to really need to do is to change our perspectives to empower us, not based on the security of external circumstances and possessions and things like that. I think that we're going to get in more trouble because, I don't want to seem doom and gloom, but the way things are going, it's moving to a more non-material type of experience and moving into a spiritual oneness, moving into enlightenment, or as much enlightenment as we can get through acceptance of our experience here. And we're changing the paradigm from problem, reaction, response, solution to co-creation. Not reacting to things that are going on outside, but how we really feel about how we want to express our lives from inside out. And I think that that's what true change is. And I would like to encourage everyone to take the challenge that these transits are presenting us. And the way things are being presented to us from outside in, to take opportunity for radical change and to really move into freedom in society. This is the way we're going to change society, from inside out, not from outside in. So hopefully that's some fodder for thought here. You might want to look at the first few days of November as a time for radical transformation in your life, because astrologically it's there. If you want to go back and listen to the last two videos and watch the last two videos, they'll talk more specifically about the change there. And remember that in May coming up of 2014, the United States is going to be challenged by transits that really exceed anything that we've seen in the last 15 years. So, and you know, when you look out, you see the government shutting down and stuff like that. Let's not move with fear, but let's look at that with our eyes wide open and say, look, it's not getting done out there. So we need to come inside and change who we are, and hang out with people who are doing the same kind of thing, because it's an intensely disruptive vibrational frequency that we're seeing. And so we need to stop disrupting ourselves, and then we need to hang out with more calm and peaceful energy that's about changing our reality to a very peaceful, loving experience. So this is Joshua Hayward signing off, and just want to say namaste, be well.